We're clear.
Good. Nyreen, things are under control here. What's your situation?
We're advancing through the Gozu district. Move forward. Keep that flank covered.
Yes, boss.
We're holding our own, but Cerberus has started targeting the civilians. Reports of casualties are coming in from all sectors.
Save those you can, and head for the rendezvous point. We'll meet you there.
Arya saying save them?
Nyreen out.
So how exactly do we get to Afterlife from here?
I'm thinking the straightforward approach, for a change.
Oh? As in, break through? I guess that works. I guess that works. Okay, we've explored this place pretty thoroughly, except there are... Hold on. There are sources of Metagel, and we've used... Actually, we only needed one there. It was when, I think it was a Centurion rushed us down a bit. But Arya actually never went down. That might have been the key difference, was... Rather than Arya being stuck... Or one of the key differences. Rather than being stuck in the middle with Arya, she was off to one of the sides, and was a little bit easier to have the enemies further away from us for that reason. So it might have bought us a little more time. Alright, up we go. Certainly sounds like this is where the action is. Ooh, but I like the shotgun high-velocity barrel. That's fully leveled up now, up to rank 5.
Cerberus.
How do you know that? Could be the Talons. Never mind.
Really? You thought that could be the Talons, Arya? Medkit, which we fortunately don't need anymore. Equipment for more monies. Nothing works. The adjutant is out? Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me? That may be telling.
There are adjutants here. Track our progress and seal the rooms behind us.
Yes, Arya.
Okay. How do we get out of here, though? Around there? Okay, so this adjutant is gonna break through one of these walls and ambush us. Right on top of us, right? Right? Let's see. So adjutants are barriers and armor, which means warp plus Reeve should work well to get through the barrier, and then once it's on armor, warp plus Carnage, or vice versa. You sure about that? Anything of interest here? Doesn't seem like it.
Looks like they bit off more than they could chew.
The adjutants?
Get a move on.
Or Cerberus? Whoa. That presumably was where they were keeping the adjutant. Is this the place we're supposed to go? No, it's up there, but... Video log.
With the civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%.
Okay. So this certainly reminds me a whole lot of Sanctuary. Are they making the adjutants by converting people into adjutants deliberately?
The first-generation adjutants have been transferred from the containment area and are being outfitted with the implants. The previous batches have been processed and moved to the storage area.
I mean, I suppose we knew that Cerberus had created them initially, right? Because we heard that they went through the Omega-4 relay, which is where they were doing some of that research. It's just that everything went wrong, theoretically, and so it got out of control, and that's what caused all this uproar on Omega, and was an excuse to get Arya off of the station, and so that allowed Cerberus to take control more easily.
We can now control when and where the adjutants convert their victims.
What?
Initial testing on various species provides ample proof the virus can adapt flawlessly, regardless of the host used.
That's not the language I would use to describe that. It's flawless. Oh, man. No.
With the civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%.
What is the adjutant demand, dare I ask, from the elusive man? Sounds like the objective may be to convert basically the entirety of Omega to adjutants to create an army for the elusive man.
Those idiots were experimenting on adjutants.
That explains the ones we saw earlier.
It probably does. Okay, more monies from that. Around to this side. Oh, is that the spot? Maybe this is the quote-unquote correct direction, in which case, hold on. I assumed that upstairs was the right way, since it's kind of just right there in front of us, so I imagined that that was the direction that people tended to go in. Locker. Okay. More credits there. But that looks like just about it. In which case, yeah, I suppose it is down here. And presumably through this door. That makes sense. I felt a little bit odd that I thought that there's this pretty important piece of lore that was in this side area that would have been optional. But no, this is the quote-unquote correct direction. Makes a lot more sense. Is this where the adjutant
Extra
ambushes
security.
us?
The doors only open one at a time.
High proximity, or high priority memo. Test adjutants have escaped. They are to be rounded up and transferred to Central HQ's holding area post-haste. Damage is to be avoided at all costs under penalty of severe combat pay deductions.
Door's unlocked. Let's get out of here.
That's a nemesis sound.
That doorway leads to the Gozu district.
Okay, and that is where Irene is it not?
Look out!
Oh, that's not good. Why can't we just have friends that survive sometimes? You could please not dodge the singularities? I'd appreciate that. There we go, that's more like it. Thank you. You're throwing a grenade, aren't you? You whiff? Feel like you whiffed? I mean, you missed us. You may have hit Arya. I suppose it may not qualify as a whoa whiff. That is a nemesis that is currently trying to shoot at us. Right through the grenade. There's the nemesis. Okay, let's prime it. And then lash it. It's also a grenade. right next to Arya. I am not certain that we took out the Nemesis. We did not. Yeah, for whatever reason, it didn't seem to detonate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The biotic explosion. Also, that grenade just never went off. Excuse me? Now it's just gonna go off as soon as we head over here. It's gonna be like, haha! I fooled you. You've been bamboozled. There it is. That's probably a different grenade. Arya, maybe don't stand there. Just a thought. Just an idea. Actually, you know what? Through the cover. Whoa, okay.
Focus on the Atlas.
Yeah, not a bad idea. There are apparently other enemies behind it. But let's prime with warp. And then we'll detonate with throw in just a second here. I mean, yeah, slash can kind of work, but not great against Atlases, I don't think. In fact, you're this close. Prime with warp and then chuck cluster grenades might not be a bad idea. Doesn't deal that much damage against shields, though, is the problem. Doesn't deal that much damage against shields, even if we nail all those cluster grenades. Arya, I'm beginning to think that we perhaps ought to move. I think it still has shields. Now it may be shieldless, that's a problem. It still has a tiny bit of shields. There we go. Now, suddenly, we have much better options available to us. Like, this should work much better. Is that a grenade sound, or is that just our grenade sound? What if we do this, and this? Okay, Atlas down. That should make things considerably easier here. If you would stop dodging the singularities. And that's just a basic assault trooper. That throw was still not enough damage to do anything to you, though. Okay. Assault trooper here. Goes bada boom. And we may be done here. At least for the time being. That looks like a way out. But is it the way out? Or perhaps more importantly, is there anything else over here of interest to us? That's the checkpoint. What's up there? A couch, maybe? Could it be? Surely not. That'd be too good to be true. Over here? Be surprised if there's no loot here at all. Medkit, sure. We don't need those. I think we're still at maximum medkits, yeah. Alright, why don't we try going up here, and then we'll see about the other door that appears to be locked, but that may just mean that we need to bypass it. Trying to tell if that means that the Talon spot is down below or up above. I think it's still down below. Yeah, because this is some money. Okay. Now let us proceed. Okay. No enemies in here, but up we go.
Nyreen, Arya and I are entering the Gozu district.
Understood.
Or credits. Coming in little chunks here. They're generally those 1,500 chunks, which is not much compared to what we tend to see. I mean, we've seen chunks in and around that, or smaller than that in the past, but... Heavy pistol barrel, number 5. Okay, so that's fully upgraded. That's good. Is that a ladder? That is not a ladder. Okay, feels like it's been a little while since we last saved, so let's do that. Okay, we here, and to a certain extent, see Cerberus. Cerberus Trooper. Oh, okay, we're stealing the money from him. I guess. That sounds a whole lot like a turret. Oh, what is this? Nyreen and Arya. Wanted, lost. SCR network. Not sure what that means. Wanted list. Presumably the same thing here. Oh, ID Turian. ID ASR. Presumably Asari. That makes sense. Let's see, close-up of their eyes. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, but Nyreens are very... almost like cat-like. Anyways, oh, is that their homeworld as well? Or where they were last seen or something? I don't know. Alright, so, anyways, let's hop in here. It's a turret. It's a Guardian... turret, 2 Guardians, combat engineer. So I'm most concerned about that turret having a clean line of sight on us as soon as it turns around. There is a generator here as well. But, I think we can. Let's kind of get ourselves in slightly better cover here. And then we go prime with warp, followed by detonate with probably lash. There we go. Then if we can prime with warp again. And Arya's not ready, so we'll throw to detonate in that case. Yeah, it is definitely getting shields from potentially 2 different sources of shield generation, like maybe even this generator right here. I was thinking about trying to go for that first, but I suspect if we had done that, then it... Ooh. Is that the Centurion or is that a Guardian? Either way, I think we might need to fall back a bit. That's a grenade. What if we just drop a Singularity around here somewhere as a bit of a trap? It may or may not have hit anything. Sounds like it's hitting something. But your guess is as good as mine. Okay, there is a Centurion there. There we go. Okay, you are dead. Guardian. Get rid of your shield. Warp ya. Breathe ya. What else? Is there still a turret? There is still a turret over there. Might just barely be out of range. I think we are. Thankfully. May no longer have a way to get healed, except... Please don't throw the smoke now when we're about to take it out. Okay. Has been destroyed. Is an enemy here that I think is a Centurion, which means the shields are probably going to prevent it from taking any serious damage from that Singularity, but... Any day now. There you are. Yeah. Please stop throwing those. Excuse me, sir. Well, that was not nice of you. This might blow up and kill us. Couldn't tell quite how close that was to us, if it was going to be close enough to deal any significant damage. There's still someone up here. Now, we saw turrets before. That does make me a little uneasy. Apparently, this someone is right next to or right above us. There you are. It is the engineer who made those turrets. And we don't have defense matrix on, but... Dude, did you dodge that? That should take you out, though.
We're almost there.
Now we put this back on. Generator, that's fine, leaving deactivated. What else? No signs of enemies. Med kit that we don't need. So I think we're good here. We should probably be on the... no, maybe we can stay on this. Okay. Irene is waiting for us at the markets. This? Wait a second. Wait a second. That's Garrus's tower. From Mass Effect 2. I recognize this place. Civilian?
If that Talon scout hadn't found us earlier, we'd be dead.
Oh, is that maybe because we revived one or some or all of them? Did you? Oh, dear. That's terrifying. It's an adjutant! Oh, okay, sure. We'll take money from this civilian lab. The Mad Prophet is here? Hark, the end is nigh. You are a blight.
Repent and restore your souls to glory before it is too late. This great station has fallen, and all within shall fall with it.
This guy's kind of a Debbie Downer, though.
For
Not gonna
the
lie.
light that is humanity stains all within its path.
Yup.
And the only chance at redemption lies in the word.
Definitely the same dude.
Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow to soldiers for the cause.
Anything else?
Draw your weapons for the word, my friends. Draw your weapons and fight, else certain doom awaits us all. Let not the lesser races steal our places within the purity. Obey the word and repent with fire, oil, and guns.
Do guns nowadays still use oil? I guess explosives to a certain extent.
And blaze gloriously through the stars. You were warned. You were all warned. Watch now as the hands of the Reapers, the human invaders, lay ruin to all we hold dear.
Whoa, let's not put humans in the same category as Reapers here. Maybe that's it? Seems like that's it. Okay, so yeah, he was probably one of, if not my favorite NPCs from Mass Effect 2, so that's really cool to see him again here. Okay, where is Irene? Which direction are we supposed to go in? Oh, junk to salvage. Hey, dude. Civilian?
What's going to happen to us?
I mean, great question. Wish I could answer it. I really can't. I really can't. Well, is that the only direction we can go in? I thought that we could go in this direction. Apparently we cannot. So, yeah, I suppose we were headed where we need to go.
We should be out there fighting with them.
I mean, you do you, man. Just nab that real quick. Holding down the fort.
Irene here. Something's not right.
Cerberus is still on my station. Of course something's not right.
I was gonna say, you can say that again.
What I was talking about. I'm checking this out. Going radio silent.
That I'm suspicious,
What
Nyreen.
is she doing?
Nyreen? That was weird. Not cool, Nyreen. Very not cool.
Where's Nyreen?
Scouting ahead. We've got our hands full holding this area.
She's going on to Afterlife.
We can't keep this up much longer.
Bad an adjutant? That's an adjutant. Irene? Nyreen? Don't be a hero. Oh, so this guy is totally toast. Are we about to witness what it's like when they try to convert someone? Remember, they can leap. Careful, Nyreen. That's a lot of them. Oh, snap.
That's it. Tell your boss I'm coming for him.
Okay. So, I think Nyreen may have just gone the martyr route. Think Nyreen might be dead. It certainly doesn't look good. Whereas Arya, a little bit angry. A little bit angry. Yikes. I don't think Nyreen is alive anymore. Yeah, this is the outside of Afterlife, much like we saw in Mass Effect 2. Okay, let's get in here. Let's do this thing.
Enough! You all!
Okay, Arya.
Petrovsky dies. Now.
Hey, is this the couch?
Nyreen Kandros was a good soldier. It's a shame she had to die for your petty ambitions.
You're a dead man.
No, wait!
Totally bait. Talk about being predictable. I'm afraid
What now, Petrovsky?
saw that coming a mile away.
Kandros killed the adjutants we hadn't finished experimenting on. These are fully under our control. The prototypes for our future army.
Oh. Great. Lovely. Release Arya. Okay, stasis generator 4 remaining. It looks like this may be similar to the encounter we had that was very difficult before, in which Arya was occupying many of the enemies as we were deactivating the bombs. Now, how do we disable... That's Arya's health. How do we disable the stasis generators? Keep Shepard away from the generators. I mean, I see adjutants, of course. But maybe, here they are! What did that do? Oh. Okay, well, this is totally not what I thought we were... Okay, well, we've botched this already. I thought that we had to go up to this thing over here to disable the generators, and it turns out it's right in the middle. So we botched that, and we might die / we're really up against it already here. So so not off to the best of starts. Ow. Okay, so we need to do this.
Can't stop me so easily.
Okay, one of them was right there. The other one seemed to be more spread out. Okay, there are also nemesis. Oh, you do have to do this. Okay, and then you can destroy it. I see. I see how it is. That's a nemesis, which is not super dangerous from this range, fortunately. It would be kind of nice to take you out. So it seems like the adjutants are perhaps similar to the scions, is kind of the sense that I'm starting to get. How do we get to this one? Because that attack seems like the scion shockwave. I missed. Excuse me? Whoa! That's a very fast nemesis. Can you not be in the way, please? Right now? We hit them with a cluster grenade, and by hit them, I mean the shield generator with a cluster grenade. Why is this one generator not want to go down? Why is this one generator, like, infinitely stronger than all the other generators? Also, we don't have defense matrix up? For reasons unknown to me? Ow! Why is this one not going away? What the heck? There we go. Now secure the area. Theoretically means that Arya is back, and now we just need to kill the enemies that remain here.
I'm back, fuckers.
Where's this coming from? Several enemies here is where that's coming from. I would love to have a much safer place to hang out than the place in which we currently find ourselves. Thank you for walking straight into that biotic explosion, though. I do appreciate that. There are a lot of enemies left. There is this little area over here, which does seem like a nice place to funnel them in, because anywhere over here, and they have the potential to surround us. So I don't much like that. Feel like plan may be to fall back through here. If that door doesn't close behind us, that is. Never mind. That plan is no longer an option. Okay, that's down. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That missed. That. Ooh, that's not good. That's very not good. That's also very not good. There are shield generators back here, for what it's worth, which can help us. Usually they hurt us, but they can help us. Okay, that's one adjutant down. That's a nemesis trying to snipe us. But here's a second adjutant. Please actually let me do this. I swear, I'm missing those. But I think you are dead. In theory, there are other enemies closing in on us right now. All of whom may be right there. Where is Arya at the moment? She went back to the place where I told her to go to. Understandable.
Right.
Similarly, since Shockwave can go through walls, is a convenient time to do that. Wait for it. Wait for it. It is awfully convenient that both of you walked into that. Get this back on. Nemesis. Please get warped. May just be 2 enemies left. That Nemesis and somebody back over there, and given how far away they are, they may also be a Nemesis. I saw them for a second. No, it's an Assault Trooper. Okay. That makes this Nemesis theoretically the most dangerous. She's also right next to you, Arya, for what it's worth. We could prime her with a warp. I'm pretty sure I just hit Arya and not the Nemesis, but maybe we lash you nonetheless. To at least incapacitate you for a little while. There we go. You were still primed for the lash. And it might just be you. Was that Assault Trooper just like trying to sneak around the cover there? Trying to go all stealth mode on us?
Attention all Cerberus forces. Surrender.
Oh? Lash unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Flare unlocked. Those 2 unique abilities that Arya has. Oh, she's just glowing from the Reeve after effects with style. Bunch of monies as well. So I think we are either done or very close to done. At this point, I guess we didn't actually need that. I imagine we may still need to talk to Petrovsky. Cerberus technology is being used to protect Afterlife from attack. Turn off the reactor by any means necessary in order to open the way to Afterlife. We're here. Of course, Afterlife is where we would expect to find the couch. But I think at this point, we forget exactly what the piece of equipment was that the other dude was looking for, that we might have missed out on the very first aspect, the very first component of the mission. It's probably long gone at this point. Okay, let's do it. How do we save? Hello there, Petrovsky.
Cease and desist all aggression. It's over.
Do you have any last surprises for us, though? Oh, metaphorical chess set?
Commander Shepard, I surrender myself into your custody.
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Shepard, I'm unarmed, and I can give the Alliance intel on the elusive man.
But that could be useful. Also,
You'll say
I'm pretty sure this is a
anything
war
to
crime
save
right
your
now.
skin.
I let you escape, Omega. I deserve mercy.
Is this true, Arya?
Yes. Cerberus had successfully taken the station and he let me go. Do you feel that, Oleg? That's death. Only inches away. Remember this feeling. I'm letting you live. For my partner and for the war against your master. You better cooperate.
Oh. Okay.
Take him, Shepard. You and your alliance can decide his fate. Just get this filth off my station.
Commander, glad to see you've had a calming effect on Ms. Talok. I tried talking sense into her one time. I look forward to hearing how you pulled it off.
Don't assume you know where this is going.
What? From what I understand, high-ranking Alliance...
We could probably punch him right now, but we'll pass.
Who knows? You and I may even become friends.
Definitely not.
That's not happening. Bray, get him out of here.
So I think the outcome may depend on how you've been interacting with Arya throughout the entirety of the mission, because it certainly looked like there's a chance that she could opt to kill Oleg there, and she obviously did not.
Been waiting to kill that man for months.
Exactly.
Walk around with you for a few hours and I go all soft. You're like a disease.
This victory came at a cost, Arya. It's not soft to recognize that.
You sound like someone trying to sell something. I admire your tenacity. And thanks to you, I have Omega back.
Okay, but what now? I mean, so much has changed.
So what's your plan?
There's a lot to rebuild. Starting with this command center.
Say, you need your couch?
It may take some time to remove the general stink from my throne. Wonder if I'll ever really enjoy the pole dancing in here again.
I mean, that's maybe not the first thing I would think about, but look after your people. I mean, we saw Nyreen, maybe it was, probably was, ill-advised trying to take on all those adjutants by herself, but I think at the end of the day, her objective was, and always was, to protect as many people as possible from Cerberus and from the adjutants as well. She did sort of succeed in that sense, so by that account, I guess you could say she still did what she set out to do. And now all we can do after having lost her is honor the message that and the values that she stood for. Those being prioritizing the people of Omega above all else.
The citizens of Omega have been through a lot, Arya. Try to remember that.
How can I forget? There are reminders everywhere I look. And don't worry, I'll honor our arrangement. Troops, ships, and a mountain of Ezo. You earned it.
Then I'll be going.
Bray will take you back. I have a station to whip into shape. Citizens of Omega, hear me. I, Arya Talok, have given you back your lives. My rule is reignited. My hand is on the controls once more, and I will not let go again.
Each of you owes a debt. Gain my favor by rounding up the remaining
Cerberus invaders, and we will cast them from our home. Then bury and mourn our dead.
My methods haven't always been popular, and I can't promise that will change.
But securing this station and everyone inside it is now my primary purpose. No one will imprison us again.
We may be bruised. We may be bloodied.
Our Omega.
You always get these crap details, Bray?
Not this time. You got a galaxy to save. Let's get you off this rock.
A Turian guy grabbing the Cerberus dude. Alright. And with that, I believe we have now completed Omega in its entirety. besides the whole part where we failed to find the couch and the power inverter. But as I said, that's kind of what we signed up for when we said we were going to go in blind and do our best, try to be thorough, try to look around every nook and cranny, every corner, but apparently we missed on a couple of things, unless we can, like, go back there, which I'm not sure if we can. Curious to see if any of our squad mates, though, have anything to say about that mission. In fact, why don't we see if we can read up. We did the assist the hacker, but what about the overarching one? Anything there? This is chronologically ordered, right? We got Omega a long time ago. Okay, well, it doesn't really change much.
Commander?
Nothing new from Trainer. Emails-wise, a memento from Arya. Shepard, I had Petrovsky's chessboard sent to the Normandy. It just doesn't go with the new decor I have planned for Afterlife. Arya. Did seem like he was a bit of a fan of the whole chess setup thing, so maybe we'll check that out in our cabin. I imagine that's where it got sent. But I am curious to see if any of our squad mates have anything to say about that mission.
Commander?
Or... How's the ship holding up, Edie?
Perhaps
the
not.
envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL.
You've heard that many times
limits
before.
Any impact of micro-collisions.
Since it was, of course, originally a DLC that has now been rolled up into the base Mass Effect Legendary Edition game, maybe that for that reason there isn't quite as much discussion about it amongst crewmates. To make it more of a self-contained experience. But we did hear Arya say she was sending a bunch of resources to us. So I am curious to see, if we take a look at our war assets, how that may have changed. Whoa! Yeah, we're up above 8,000 now. So it looks like we have a lot potentially from Alien. And Terminus Fleet, I don't think is one of those new ones, although that was something that was at one time, I think, affiliated to a certain extent with Arya. Omega Ezo Horde. Whoa! 300 points. As promised, Arya has started transporting her Ezo supplies to the Alliance. Though the initial delivery was somewhat hampered by Alliance security's unease in dealing with a group that most think of as space pirates, the transfer of resources is now ongoing. To facilitate the process, a new freight company flying under the Omega flag has been founded. The Omega Coalition of Cargo Transporters is a ragtag group that has nonetheless proven to be unerringly successful in both the swiftness of their deliveries and the security of its cargo. So that's a huge chunk that we just got. Then 75 from Omega Raiding Fleet. Though comprised of a disparate range of ships, the Omega Rum fleet has proven itself to the Alliance in every way that counts. Their first engagement occurred during orientation, when the Alliance ships were meeting where overwhelmed by a Reaper attack. Rum was told to avoid the rendezvous point, but they instead followed Fusion, their flagship, straight into the combat to save the doomed ships. The Alliance ships were saved, and Rum, recklessly led by a cheerfully ruthless Captain Giral, that was what? Was that the Asari that we saw on the mission? Or at least we mostly heard from her. There's a lot of radio contact. But apparently that was the captain, has since been detailed to the most troubled Reaper fronts, and each time has helped turn the tide. Rum landing parties also have a sterling, if somewhat bloodthirsty reputation, particularly when up against Cerberus Phantoms. Is there a specific reason for that? I mean, I could understand why they hate Cerberus in general, but Phantoms specifically? That I'm not so sure about. Then there's also General Oleg Petrovsky, which I imagine if he had died, which I'm pretty sure he can die, given all the talk we had about Arya. I want to kill him. I want to kill him. I want to kill him. No, we apparently did enough to butter Arya up so she was willing to spare him, and that means that he's here and he's a 30-point war asset. General Oleg Petrovsky is now in Alliance custody and is being interrogated at an undisclosed location. Due to the nature of his work on Omega, the interrogation and debriefing team is being led by both military and science experts to ensure the veracity of Petrovsky's information. The location of an important Cerberus laboratory has already been provided by the prisoner and has since been destroyed. Alliance officials believe Petrovsky can still provide substantial critical information on Cerberus activities and are likely to approve the asylum procedures that have been started by the Alliance legal aid assigned to Petrovsky's case. Okay, so that's the last of the stuff we got. So it's what, in total, 415? That's pretty sizable. I mean, Leviathan was a... We get more than the 400? Was it also the liquid assets? I don't remember where the liquid assets came from. That might have been from something else. Either way, as I said, that brings us just over 8,000 war assets, which, I mean, is a lot. And we're getting close to the end of the game. So now is, of course, the time when perhaps we are starting to get a very good sense of what our final war asset count might be. Because if we look at our journal here, we now, I mean, these two quests, I think, may haunt us for the rest of eternity. But I think we can live with that, given the circumstances under which we chose to go at the Omega mission. But we have the main quest, Cerberus headquarters, and the Citadel DLC is shore leave right here. So the list of stuff to do is growing quite short, and that means time we have to accumulate war assets, credits to purchase new weapons and upgrade weapons, pick up weapon mods, all that stuff. There's not much time left to do that. But with all that being said, I mean, just looking back at the mission, since I've never played and never seen anyone play, didn't really know what was going to happen on the Omega mission, on the whole, I mean, to me it was awesome to, at the very least, experience a totally new and pretty comprehensive aspect of Mass Effect, as obviously just a game that I love, having this whole area that I hadn't seen before, hadn't experienced before, and getting the chance to experience that with just wide-eyed and without any expectations, just go in and live it up. I liked it. I think it was very good DLC, very fun mission. A lot of, well, cool to see a different aspect of Arya, or at least get the chance to, you know, actually team up with Arya rather than just having her be this boss in the middle of Afterlife who directs us to do various things, but we never really see her do the dirty work that sometimes requires being done in order to take Omega back in this case. And as we saw, the combos that we were able to pull off, certainly when we had us, Arya, and Nyreen all together, pretty insane. We could demolish adjutants, the mechs, and shields were still at times a little bit trickier, but that was pretty cool to just annihilate people with combo, extreme combo. Then of course we did see that Nyreen sacrificed herself to save the civilians, and as I was saying, on one hand, you hate to see it. On the other hand, that is precisely the thing that Nyreen consistently said she wanted to do, was go to whatever extents necessary to spare as many civilians as possible. And so, in that sense, she did achieve her objective.